Amritpal Singh was the chief of the separatist Sikh organization, Waris Punjab. He is a charismatic leader who had been advocating for the rights of Sikhs in India for many years. Singh had been a vocal critic of the Indian government's policies towards Sikhs, which he believed were discriminatory and unjust. However, his activism had landed him in trouble with the authorities, and he was recently arrested by the Indian police. Singh had become a household name in Punjab due to his relentless activism. He is a passionate advocate for Sikh sovereignty and had been instrumental in organizing several protests against the Indian government. Singh had been a key figure in the Referendum 2020 campaign, which sought to hold a referendum on Sikh independence in Punjab. The campaign had gained a lot of support among Sikhs worldwide, but the Indian government had banned it, citing national security concerns. Singh's arrest came as a shock to his supporters, who had always seen him as a brave and fearless leader. The Indian government had accused Singh of sedition and inciting violence against the state. The charges are serious, and if he found guilty, he could face life imprisonment. The authorities had claimed that Singh had been in contact with several terrorist organizations and was planning to carry out a series of attacks in Punjab. However, Singh's supporters had dismissed the charges as baseless and had accused the government of trying to silence him. The news of Singh's arrest had caused widespread outrage among Sikhs in India and abroad. Many had accused the Indian government of trying to suppress Sikh voices and had called for Singh's immediate release. Several Sikh organizations had staged protests outside Indian embassies and consulates worldwide, demanding justice for Singh. The Indian government had defended Singh's arrest, saying that he had been trying to destabilize the state and had been in contact with anti-national elements. The authorities had claimed that they had evidence to back up their charges and had urged Singh's supporters to trust the judicial process. However, many Sikhs had remained unconvinced and had continued to demand Singh's release. The case had become a cause célèbre, with several prominent human rights organizations and activists weighing in on the matter. They had expressed concern about Singh's detention and had called for an independent investigation into the charges against him. The case of Amritpal Singh had highlighted the ongoing tensions between Sikhs and the Indian government. Singh had become a symbol of Sikh resistance, and his arrest had galvanized the community. The struggle for Sikh sovereignty was far from over. The relationship between Khalistan and Amritpal Singh, the chief of the separatist Sikh organization Waris Punjab, is a complex one. Khalistan was a proposed independent state for Sikhs in the Punjab region of India. It was a long-standing demand of Sikh separatists who believed that they were being discriminated against by the Indian government. Amritpal Singh was one of the key figures in the Khalistan movement and had been advocating for Sikh sovereignty for many years. Amritpal Singh had been a vocal supporter of the Khalistan movement and had been advocating for Sikh independence for many years. He had been one of the key figures in the Referendum 2020 campaign, which sought to hold a referendum on Sikh independence in Punjab. The campaign had gained a lot of support among Sikhs worldwide, but the Indian government had banned it, citing national security concerns. Despite being a vocal supporter of Khalistan, Amritpal Singh had also been critical of some of the more extremist elements within the movement. He had condemned the use of violence and terrorism as a means of achieving Sikh sovereignty and had urged his followers to pursue peaceful means of protest. He had also called for greater unity among Sikh organizations, arguing that they needed to work together to achieve their goals. The relationship between Khalistan and Amritpal Singh had not always been smooth, however. Some hardline elements within the Khalistan movement had accused Singh of being too moderate and of compromising on the demand for Sikh independence. They had accused him of diluting the movement's message and of being too willing to work with the Indian government. These tensions had sometimes spilled over into violence, with Singh and his supporters being attacked by Khalistan militants. Despite these differences, Amritpal Singh had remained committed to the Khalistan movement and had continued to advocate for Sikh sovereignty. He had argued that the movement needed to be inclusive and that it needed to appeal to Sikhs of all backgrounds, not just those who supported violence. He had also called for greater international support for the Khalistan movement, arguing that Sikhs needed to work with other oppressed communities to achieve their goals. The relationship between Khalistan and Amritpal Singh had been a complicated one, marked by both cooperation and conflict. We will update as there is more information come. Please subscribe for more such videos. Thanks for watching.